So I was just in the store here to get a Starbucks, and I know the girl. She's foreign. She's like Russian or something. She has a real thick accent, and she's pretty decent. I like her. She's always been pretty good to me, and she's a lot faster checking than some of the other ones I got over there. There's an older guy over there. He's real nice. But anyway, I told her. I said I was lucky because I went in there and there was like nobody in the store except for a guy loading some stuff. And so I told her, you know, thank you so much for being here. And she was wearing a mask, and I love that, as I was too. And I wished her many good customers and no mean tourists. And she said, "Oh, the tourists." And I said, "Yeah, I know, they're the worst this year." She says, "Yeah, they're really bad." And she said that she had a girl and her supposed husband in there trying to buy beer at this Dollar General over here in Destin. And she said that when she went to Carter, the ID was expired for a year. You know, they got to scan them over there, you know. And she said, "I'm sorry, I can't take it. The ID's expired." It was from Texas. And she said, "Well, they take it in Texas, but nothing's open, so I couldn't get another one." And it's like, bull crap. You can go online and do it. Don't even start. So, she told me, she says, I can't sell it to you. So then her husband had to show ID. It's her supposed husband. And, hell, you know, you can get ID here in Florida. And it comes out of a damn vending machine. If you want picture ID, you can get it out of the vending machine, and it's like 27 bucks. Now, driver's license is like 40 something. So, let's go. Driving the car. So, they will background check you. You know, years ago, I knew people that had illegal things going on in other states and had lost their license, and they would go to a different state and get another one. My daughter's dad was kind of one of them. He had some charges for a car that he couldn't get to pass a smog in California, and he kept violating by driving it, and they finally yanked his license. And at least that's what the DMV told me. And I said, well, hell, I would just, he got some tickets in Arkansas for invalid driver's license. He had one that had like a hole punched through it or some darn thing they do to it. There's always a sign of what they've done to your license. Like if they staple it, it's usually like a drunk driving charge or something. If you have any of those marks in your license, you need to go and get another one and get rid of that one. But anyway, they I said I would just, you know, go to Florida and try for the ID and then get the driver's license. And so I think we did the driver's license first because we were way out in D-Funk, and the DMV was in a little trailer back then. And so I got mine, and God, they gave me a cash register tape that was about 4 foot long with all these laws and rules on it. And so, freaking idiot. B, Alabama. He decides to turn when I'm waiting to make sure I have enough clearance for the intersection. You're supposed to wait to turn. But anyway, so I get mine done, and then they have to mail it to you. That was years ago. And so we had local dress because we had friends that lived here and for years and still do. And so he went to go do his, and we had to wait a little bit, and then it come back with a printout, and she said, I can't issue you a driver's license. And so he was like, why? And she said California has a hold on your driver's license. You have to take it up with them. And that's a big nightmare when you have to try to figure out how to call the DMV, get a hold of somebody to find out something when you're not even there. It's a serious problem. But I finally got through, and they said that they wanted, like $250, and there's something about his stuff was suspended and he'd only paid part of it or something, and they wanted this other money. I'm like, what does it take? And so I can't believe this clown face had to pull in front of me and he can't even drive. So anyway, it must be my ex-husband. So anyway, I got all the figures together, and we were about $500 apart, and later got that all paid off, and he never went and got a real license. He drove for years with no license. But we did get, I said, well, can he at least get Florida ID? Yep. So we got the Florida ID, and back then it was like, I don't know, $15 or something. And then it's good for like 8 years or something like that. And so he got that. And I'm sure that's all he has to this day, is that Florida ID. He never went and got a real driver's license even after everything was paid and cleared. But probably because he had all kinds of tickets outstanding. I know he had 2 or 3 in Arkansas. Come on, Alabama, idiot. Jesus. There's a girl with her foot out the window. You wouldn't like it if you got in a wreck with that foot out that window. I got a friend of mine lost fingers over doing stuff like that. And somebody hit him. He sure didn't expect it. Hit him and rolled his car. Fire trucks over at Bertula's. I don't know. A lot of traffic right here. I hope I don't get stuck in the Whataburger drive-through waiting line. I should have moved. I can't stand that when I come up through here and I gotta sit in that Whataburger line. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get through it. I hope I don't get stuck in this. I've seen that line over a mile long. The worst one is that Popeye in Fort Walton. Oh my gosh. I'm seeing it running by this little beach over here. So I went by my boondocker friends today, saw them, and I offered them some bacon for their doggies. They have like 10 animals with them. And then I offered them some breakfast because I got cereal and milk. And I had bowls and spoons and everything if anybody else wanted to have some. And I said no, they looked like they were putting their bathing suits on to go to the beach. I usually DoorDash all the time, but I think today might be their day off. They're going to go play on the beach. Okay, I think we might be able to get through. I do see a truck at the edge of that Whataburger, but I'm thinking there's nobody else trying to go in. I would be so sad if I get stuck over here. because it's so hard to get through. There's some tourists trying to go to Harbor Walk. Feel 100% crappy today. I don't know what it is with these people. Got to be a car length behind another car. Traffic would be so much easier in Destin if these tourists would snuggle up. We're only at 35 miles an hour almost through all of here. So, you know, look at this guy. He got 3 car spaces in front of him. Stop yapping and go. It's gonna be like all of hell. Pulls in front of me and can't even drive. Oh, there's about, I'll say maybe 20 boats out there on Crab Island today. Look at the traffic, mother of God, really? Come on. Oh, it's because people are driving stupid. They're just taking their time. A bunch of jokers got to sit in that fast lane because they're stupid. Florida's real crappy about their passing lanes. I was been sitting right and just passing. Get to